Assalamu alaikum to everyone. So I have another guest today in the same conference in Istanbul, Turkey. This is Dr. Mina. So Dr. Mina, thank you very much for accepting my offer to share your comments about happiness. So first I would like you to introduce yourself, please.
Thank you, Shagufta. And my name is Miina Ohman. I'm originally from Finland. I've lived in Singapore for the past 14 years.
Oh.
Yes, and I'm a physician scientist by training. I've done research for 25 years on obesity, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. And now I'm the president of the Singaporean Society of Lifestyle Medicine.
Okay, so you were a very busy scientist, Mina, then. So did you get time to think about happiness? Can you define happiness to me? Because I don't think you would have time to think about happiness.
That's true. Previously in my life, I really didn't think about happiness that much. And although now my native country, Finland, has been selected to be the happiest country in the world for the, I think, past 7 years in a row.
Yeah.
And I have paid more attention to the elements of happiness and what it actually means to me. And because of my Finnish roots, I have to say that I think one element is connection to nature. And connectedness, like it's one of the pillars of lifestyle medicine. It's probably the biggest factor in happiness, like your connection to other people, your connection to nature, your connection to yourself. So all these horizontal connections and vertical connections, your spirituality, your religion, all that, something greater than yourself. And then nature is one of the biggest elements. So for me, happiness is really something that, in addition to that connectiveness, that I have good relationships with my, family and friends and co-workers, and then I feel part of this bigger realm of nature. I love outdoors. It's really seeing like human beings as just one element of Earth, that we have to take care of the Earth because we're part of it. It's like taking care of us and taking care of the Earth is the same thing. And also, taking care of ourselves, being connected to ourselves. Also by eating the healthy food and being physically active, handling the stress, being stress resilient. So I try to focus on those elements, which just happen to be lifestyle medicine pillars. And obviously not do harm for others. So ahimsa is one of the principles in yogi sciences from India. But yeah, it's also like not hurting yourself. And one of the pillars in lifestyle medicine is limit or avoid harmful substances. So I see that as not harming yourself. It's very important.
So I can see, Mina, that you are connected to nature. You use this term very quite often. I would like to know, in nature, what are the things which really make you happy, like going to mountains, sitting on the side of an ocean, or rain, whatever. What nature specifically? What do you like?
Nature, what I like the most, first of all, is that it doesn't really demand anything from you. You can be very relaxed in a natural setting. There's compared to urban setting, which is full of things that try to grab your attention.
Yes, maintenance also.
Yes. Then yes, exactly. Yeah. So you actively have to be, managing something, and also. So nature, you can just relax and enjoy it. To let it come in and use all your senses, and the time spent in nature also calms you down. So it improves the parasympathetic tone, the heart rate variability, and it really lowers the cortisol levels. Like, you know, so it's a really good stress management tool to spend some time in nature. So for me, when I grew up, I was a Girl Scout, so I spent a lot of time in nature and you know, spending, you know, nights and weekends in the tent in the middle of the forest and all that stuff. So I learned all the, you know, how to set up a fire and all those skills. So I really love spending time in nature, and also as an adult, I try to go outdoors. And now I live in Singapore. There's, you know, some limited possibilities to go out to nature, but I try to do that every week.
Okay.
And yeah, what else? I mean, just being, you know, inhaling usually the air is better quality in the forest, in nature, so that's also supporting our health and well-being. And when you're physically healthy, it's a bit easier to be healthy in general, happy in general, because you don't have to worry about physical ailments so much. But it's not to say that even if you have physical ailments, you couldn't be happy. So of course you can. So because a lot of it is the mindset.
If I summarize your love for nature, you are talking about forest therapy, you are talking about tree hugging, you are talking about grounding, you are talking about the presence of excess amount of negative ions in the earth.
Yes.
So you talked about so many things.
Phytoncides from the plants and trees.
Yeah, everything.
And supporting our immune system. You know,
Yes,
like
that
having
is
your
why
hands
it is
dirty.
holistic.
Yes,
It becomes holistic. Mina, at what, I mean, how many years before you realized that you need to work on your happiness? Or you were always a happy individual?
No. I mean, there was a time in my life that I had really difficult relationships with some of the members of my childhood family. And when I kind of did the work to mend those relationships, then it has been so much better.
Okay.
Yes.
So it happened about how many years before? 5, 10, 20?
Less than 10 years ago. Yes.
Okay, good. So what is your message to the audience who are watching this summit? Might be your audience also from your country too. So what is your message on this International Day of Happiness to the people who are watching you?
Happiness is a mindset, I feel, and it really comes from inside. Usually it contains, I mean, it's the contentment to what you have, being grateful for what you have, seeing the positive side of things, being in service of others. It's giving is receiving. So, yeah. That's,
very philosophical you have gone in acquiring this happiness, by the way, Mina. And you said it will be very difficult for me. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this. Thank you very much.
thank you.